spin. We'll take it to the Delta, to the gray and white shores. There's so much to see and do. Mississippi outdoors, the great outdoors.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, look at him.
The great outdoors, Mississippi outdoors, the great outdoors, Mississippi outdoors.
Mississippi Outdoors is out here on Ross Barnett Reservoir, just right outside Jackson, Mississippi. Most folks are deer hunting this time of year. Hey, it's winter months, so they're doing some type of hunting. People say, let's give up fishing because it's not warm enough, but hey, there's plenty of fish to be caught. Look at that.
Hey, that's a spotted bass.
Spotted bass.
Yeah, man.
33,000 acres, Ross Barnett Reservoir. We got it to ourselves. It's just me, Pete, and the fish. Fishing with professional bass fisherman Pete Pons today, and I'm kind of proud just then because I just caught the first fish. So for that matter, I got him whooped so far, but I imagine by the end of the day, he will put it on me.
I don't know about that, man. We'll just see at the end of the day, but it's not over yet. I'll tell you that for sure. I haven't thrown up the flag yet.
We also got Larry Pugh. He's the chief of our Fisheries Bureau for the Mississippi Department of Wildlife, Fisheries and Parks, and also got fisheries biologist, we got David Berry.
The thing, this time of the year, those fish, they want to be close to deep water. I mean, the water temperature's dropping, it's fall of the year, and what we've done is pulled up on the edge of the river channel, and basically what those fish do is swim up and feed, and then they pull back off into deeper water. Now, right here in this particular spot, we've got big giant stumps right on the edge of the river channel. So those bait fish have a place to get around, hide, so the larger fish come up and ambush them, and that's what we're hoping we can trigger one of those strikes. You know, Randy, one of the key ingredients this time of the year, especially, is to see some type of bait fish. You know, and when we pull into these pockets, a lot of times these fish will give themselves away just by a little movement. So it's very key to keep your eyes on the water and make sure, you know, if you see any kind of activity at all, that's the place that you need to concentrate. If you pull into an area and you don't see anything moving at all, then, you know, you can pretty much go on and skip it. So it's a matter of, you know, just checking a few places, and where you see the activity, that's where you really need to stop and slow down and fish. And when you don't see it, then you get aggressive and move on through there. This time of the year is so apparent where the creek beds and things are. If you look up here ahead of us, you'll see where this creek turns in here. Now, right on both sides of that creek, you got points. So either side of that creek could be stacked up with fish. There he is. Man, he loaded onto it right there. I mean, he grabbed hold of that thing. Well, that's what we're talking about. I mean, that's what happens in the fall on Ross Barnett. I mean, this fish right here, nice fish, man. Look at the size of it, bud. How about that?
Hey, he's bigger than what I caught.
Whew, that's all right.
Look how fat that fish is.
Awesome deal. I mean, beautiful, healthy fish. Look at the tail. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than that, does it?
Well, I mean, of course the spawn's not anywhere near, but is that just from that fish gorging itself?
Well, sure. I mean, it's the fall of the year, and he just gorged himself up, and that's what's going on. I mean, you catch fish that size. You don't catch big numbers, but the quality is there.
He wasn't full yet.
That's right. All right, man, let's get us another one of those. That was awesome.
Man, I wasn't even looking at the way you hit it.
Yeah, he exploded on it.
I'd have jumped out of the boat.
My bad. There you are. You know that butterbean green stood out.
Butterbean green.
There you go, man. I know, that's a nice fish.
Butterbean green.
Here we go. Oh, yeah, man, he slammed it, dude. Another good quality fish, too. Ooh-wee. Oh, yeah, you hog, you. Here we go.
He may have me beat.
Oh, I'm telling you. You know, these strikes don't come real often, but when they do, wow. That's the size fish you catch, man. What a deal. I mean, that fish exploded on that bait. It was incredible, Randy. It was an awesome deal, man.
That's a good one.
Yes, it is. Got him right in the top of the mouth, just like you're supposed to do. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, dark, big. Would that fish help you in a tournament?
Oh, my goodness. You know, 5 of those, you'd win pretty much any tournament you fish. All right, boy, that was fun. Thank you.
Big one.
Oh, another monster.
Look at that, look at that.
You keep catching them little ones, I'll catch
Oh
the big
man,
ones.
I'm the itty bitty fish catcher. Butterbean green. Get him, son.
Oh, I barely have them hooked, guys. Ooh. Oh yeah, here we go. Yep, there we are. You know, he hit right on that little point. You know, those fish are just kind of loaded up right there. That was a pretty neat deal. This is not a bad fish. That's a typical Barnett fish right there. You know, maybe 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. I think I'm gonna get a strike every time I throw it. I really do. So your timing, you know.
Tracking it.
Yep, now, there we go. Did everything right. You see it? Randy, man, I've had a great time, and I really appreciate you inviting me. I'm gonna tell you, we had a chance to catch 5 big fish in today. and you know, you got to see how good Ross Barnett really is. It's been a day. If we'd have caught all those fish, we probably had 20, 25 pounds, and that's a great day on the lake. It really is. So, and I really appreciate you guys inviting me. What a deal. I hope that we showed you what Barnett will do.
It's been a pleasure. For over 70 years, Mississippi Outdoors magazine has served the readers of the Magnolia State. In it contains several interesting features such as wildlife photography, salooner tables, and even a kids page. Subscriptions to the magazine are very inexpensive, and when you subscribe, you will receive 6 bi-monthly issues containing articles on hunting and fishing in the state, public lakes, state parks, and even our wildlife management areas. For more information, call our toll-free number at 1-888-874-5785.
Boom. We tickled to death.
Hey, Mississippi Outdoors is here at Tallahatchie Hunts. We're in Tallahatchie County, Mississippi. As you know, Tallahatchie Hunts is known all over for the duck hunting. We're usually up here duck hunting, but the last time we came, we got a phenomenal buck on camera. Big buck. He's got scrapes under just about every tree on the edge of this field. So we're back in the saddle, and I hope this afternoon, we won't harvest any ducks, but I hope we get a monster of a buck. Watch this.
Well, growing up here as a kid, we didn't have any deer here, very few deer. Most all of Tallahatchie County was cleared, you know, back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s for farmland. And EPA came in and they basically declared that the entire Mississippi Delta was a wetland then. So these farmers could buy their land back, but since it was classified as a wetland, they couldn't ever farm it again. Well, the FHA turned it over to U.S. Fish and Wildlife, and this is the seed acreage for the Tallahatchie National Wildlife Refuge. Our deer population just exploded. We've always had the genes, we've always had the feed, you know, so we've got a tremendous deer herd.
Mississippi Outdoors, we're still here at Tallahatchie Hunts. We're doing a little deer hunting. We're gonna hunt a little different place this morning. Catfish and his sons, they've been seeing 2 good 10 points in a pocket of a soybean field. It's a cut soybean field, but it's a little ground blind on the other side of this wood line. We're gonna sneak over here, ease over here, get in this ground blind, and hopefully, they said it's a small 10 point coming out. They said it's a hoss coming out too. So hopefully Mississippi Outdoors will have a hoss 10 point before long. Some big brown duck. That's all it's got. This morning we got in here, we made us a blind, cut us some limbs, and I mean, we couldn't have done it any quicker because as soon as we sat down, this 10 point, I think he's a 10 point, but he's a big deer. He walks out with another small buck. We finally get enough camera light to get on him. I mean, just enough, and sitting there watching him, and Scooter's telling me, deer starts walking off, he's getting a little edgy, and hey, we couldn't let him go back in the woods, but we squeezed the trigger, and we got one laying there. We finna go see it. Man, golly! Look at him, look at him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12 points. Hey, look, you know, Mississippi Outdoors, we come to Tallahatchie Hunts all the time, and we duck hunt.
Tallahatchie hunts, it's known for duck hunting, and but every time we come, we see phenomenal bucks. And hey, last time we got the opportunity, we filmed a huge 10-point. Me and Scooter, we went out yesterday, we hunted the 10-point. Wind was a little heavy. This morning, we changed just a little bit, and we come to this is a cut beam field on the other side, and I mean, we just got set up this morning. We got through cutting our blind and cutting limbs out of the way, and look up and boom, this deer's 200 yards from us. And we had to wait. It was legal shooting hours. We had to wait till we got camera time. This deer was just fixing to walk back in the woods, and boom!
Yeah.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
That's all right, Danny. How about that? Woo, Lord, have
Oh, I'm
mercy.
tickled. It worked
God
good.
almighty.
Thank you, Catfish.
How about that, man? How
Hey,
about that for a guy?
You
huh?
the duck
You
whisperer.
made my day.
The duck whisperer and the buck whisperer.
Don't tell him about it.
Look at the brow tines.
God, dog. That's an old deer there. Damn, man.
Pretty mount.
Oh, his teeth are worn out. Look at it. That's an old deer. Oh, he hasn't got any teeth in the front. Damn, man.
Thanks, sir.
He don't get no better than that, does it?
It don't get no better than that.
Did you know that money spent on a Mississippi hunting and fishing license is just like an investment? The Mississippi Department of Wildlife, Fisheries and Parks uses money from license sales to enhance hunting and fishing, like providing public hunting opportunities on wildlife management areas, advising private landowners on deer and habitat management, providing public fishing opportunities on state lakes, and operating fish hatcheries for stocking public lakes and streams. So make an investment in the great outdoors. Buy your Mississippi hunting and fishing license today.
Today, Mississippi Outdoors is on the Gulf Coast with Brandon Fulgham and Bruce Thornton, two of our crappie buddies from North Mississippi, Grenada Lake Charters. I'm going to introduce them to speckled trout fishing today. Hopefully we can get some trout and some reds for y'all today.
If we didn't catch a fish at all, that's worth the price of admission. That sun coming up, man, it's so pretty.
First trout of the day, boys. I'll need the net. I got a good one right here. And what we have here this morning is our first gator mouth trout. Look at here. Oh, we should. They must not net much speckled trout on Grenada Lake. Then you watched him sink away, you didn't even scoop him.
He wants to go swim for him, Brandon.
I had a feeling we was gonna lose that fish. Might be the only one we catch today. Yeah, how about it, Captain Roscoe? How y'all doing on bait? All right, he said he's gonna be picking up in about 5 minutes. We had a problem this morning. We're getting our live bait. These fish this time of year, they really want the live bait. I mean, we fish with plastic and mule lures a lot, but this time of year they want the live croakers. So what we're doing is we came out here, he had to come back out and he's dragging for them right now. He's actually gonna be picking up in about 5 minutes. So spunky monkeys, here they come, baby. My boy Brandon, he was heartbroken when he found out we didn't have no croakers this morning. He knows what the difference in what them croakers do, huh? Yeah. After we got our bait, we come out here to a very popular reef, and we're in about 6 foot of water. Very common, popular reef, as you can tell. The fish have been on for the past couple weeks. Nobody's been catching fish. they're on now. And as you can tell, the word's out. Nice
Fish
trout.
on, fish on.
Nice trout, nice trout. Look at here. All right.
Look at there.
What about that?
That's awesome. That is an awesome fish.
He's talking to us. He says, I'm on TV. Oh, look at here. Oh, jumping. Big trout. Oh, this is a good one too. Not another one. Ooh. Look at here. What? 2 at a time? They're showing. You going home with me? Good solid 1.5 pound, 2 pound trout. He's probably 17, 18 inches. And it doesn't get much finer than that. When you're hanging out with crappie guys, you know, it's hard to convince a crappie guy that it's not the best eating fish. I think I convinced him last night. All you need is this, a light seasoning, and a stick of butter. Am I not lying? Hey, what does it do?
And about 3 of those.
He did. You ate 3 or 4 of these fillets. I said, son, you can't eat that much filet. He did. He said, I don't want no sides. Once again, anytime you get tied and the tide stops, you're gonna have a little lull period. Sometimes if you're confident where the fish are at, you just have to wait them out, you know? Look at here. We've been sitting here for an hour without a bite. Fish on.
You got double?
Oh yeah, 2 at a time, 2 at a time, to the top. Ooh.
Oh!
That's a good one there, Brandon.
Man, they fight, don't they?
Oh yeah. Look at him, keep the line tight. East and west, baby, east and west. Look at him running. Oh, here we go. Ah. Too soon, I pulled it out of his mouth. These croakers, you gotta let them feed them sometimes. Yesterday, they were being really finicky. A lot of times, a trout, they run up and they'll either eat it or they just won't kill it. From what I understand, they're mortal enemies of a trout as a croaker. When they're in here spawning, they're eating the eggs, from what I was told. So sometimes they'll run up and they'll just grab that croaker just to kill him and actually get him all the way in the mouth. And if you don't wait long enough, sometimes they'll spit it out. And that's what they were doing this yesterday. And then yesterday afternoon, they were just eating them up. You know, they're actually feeding on them. The 10-minute rule is now in effect. We've got a storm brewing in from the south. The bite's slowed down. The tide's starting to run a little too hard for this particular spot. So, you know, it's almost time to go.
It's a blue marlin, boys.
Oh, look at this. Give me the net. Give me the net.
Oh, that's a monster.
That's a good one. That's the best one of the day right here for the last one of the show. Look at this. Bring him on here. That's a big old female. Some old crappie fishermen from Grenada, son. Y'all doing pretty good around this house. Look at that trout. That's a 21, 22-inch male trout. Wow. All right, guys, look. Like I said, the weather's coming in. We've had a wonderful time. My good buddy Bruce and Brandon. What do y'all think about this trout fishing on the coast?
We're gonna be back to do it.
Gonna come back again?
Definitely coming back.
We have plenty of guides here on the coast. All you gotta do is come down here and come catch them. That's all. They're here. That's all you gotta do is come catch them.
He's the man. 2 days of nothing but catching.
Look at here. Beautiful fish. Can you see the thing that brown butter again?
What's gonna be beautiful is when we just knock them sides.
Right